Hi everybody, my name is Uncle Fred, and this is my very first video. I'm going to start off with Prison Architect, one of my favorite games. I like SimCity type games, and this is right up my alley. Today is July 23rd, I believe it's Tuesday, at about 3:12 p.m. So what I'm going to do, I am going to create a new prison if you've never played this before, and I am going to set up a female prison. Female prisons have different options in there, and they present different challenges, so I'm going to give that a shot. So because I'm going to have a female prison, I'm going to go with a female warden, and I'm going to choose this warden here on the end. I'm going to go with warden mode, and I'll show you what that is when we get in the game, and my warden can be killed. I'm going to start off with a small map, Fog of War. We're going to have forests. I'm going to have buildings, gangs, events, weather and temperature, staff needs, escape plans. I'm not going to have unlimited funds. I'm not going to enable cheats. And these are the mutators in the game, and I'm not going to run any mutators. My game is going to be totally legit. So here we go. So we're going to start off. This is warden mode, and when you want to move around on the map, you move your cursor, that moves your warden, and that's all you can see is what your warden can see. So I have 8 workers that are going to show up, and they will land in my delivery zone, and I'm going to have minimal supplies that are being delivered right now. In the meantime, I'm going to create a new room, and I want to create a storage room. So I'm going to come down here and put a little area for storage. I think I'll do a 5x5, and on the other side of that, I am going to do an export room, and that will also be 5x5. There's no right or wrong way to do this. It's mostly trial and error. I am going to go over here to reports. So here's my staff. I have 9 people, my 8 workers and me. Eventually I'll have a guard, I'll have guards and a staff, and I believe more administrators. These are my prisoners. I'm going to start off with a low risk. I'll show you how to do that here in intake. I don't want any maximum security prisoners yet. I don't want any medium security prisoners yet. Right now all I want are minimum security. So we're going to get 2 prisoners, minimum security, and we're going to get those prisoners whether we are ready or not. Now if I wanted to, I could click on closed and I wouldn't get any prisoners, but that's not the way I want to play. These are the jobs. I'll show you how that works later on. I need to do research to reveal the needs. This is my regime. The lockup time, I'm going to create that as free time, so my prisoners will have a little more free time. This is a low security prison for now, and I can do medium security. I can set up different regimes, and high security I can set up different regimes for that as well. Policies, when I research that, that'll open up and then I'll show you what that's all about. Grants, right now I have 30,000. I'll show you up here in the middle. $30,087, and I am only going to do grants and loans as I need money. Programs, I will get into programs later on, but right now I need to get ready for these 2 prisoners that are going to show up whether I am ready or not. So the first room I want to create is the reception room, and I'm going to have, there are no minimum qualifications for the size of the room. I think I'm going to have the main doors for the prison here. So I'm going to go over here into foundation. We're going to have a brick foundation that'll look a little nicer on the outside. You can only make a prison look so nice, but you can do brick or you can do concrete. So I'm going to go with the brick. I'm also going to have auto lights because that just gets tedious putting in all the individual lights. So let's go How do I want to do this? I'm going to build a wall here, right along the exterior where all of my drop zones are. And it's not going to cost too much money. So my guys will start putting that together immediately. Then I'm going to have a door. I'll click on objects and I'm going to have a large jail door, and I will put that right here. So what I want to do is go over here to materials, and let's see, not dirt, paving stone. I want to pave all of this right up to the sidewalk, and they'll handle that. Where'd my little person go? There's my warden right there. So I'll wait on my door. So that'll eventually be the inside of my prison right there. So remember, we're building a reception area, and that's 8. Okay, hold on. Hit escape to stop that. So I want to do 2 more. We'll go 5 more. It's not going to hurt anything. I'll eventually go all the way up there anyway. Takes a little while to chop down a tree. Okay, so foundation. Where are we at? 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10. And I'm going to go 1 more. That number 11 is going to represent the wall. And I'm going to do, I think, a 10 by 10 room. It's 10 by 10. So do you see how I did that? Now, if I didn't have that wall there on the right, then this room would be 12. Left to right, it would be 12 for a 10-meter room. So we'll build that. I need to put a door in there, and I don't want the door, I'm going to do a large door, but I don't want it right here at the main entrance. I want it over here off to the side. And I'll tell you, I forgot I need to build my power plant and my water plant. I meant to do that first, but I'll do that right after I complete this room. I have, if you look here in the upper left-hand corner, I have about 17 or 18 game hours before my 2 prisoners show up. I'll walk my little person inside. There is a fog of war in effect, so she can't see everything all at once. She has to be in that area to be able to see it. So there are my auto lights. I get 6 auto lights in here. You can see my warden requires an office before she can start any research. So let's go in here to rooms, and where is reception? We'll make this the reception room, and I need a desk and a table and a chair. So I go to objects, and let's do the desk first. I'm going to put the desk over here in this corner, and then I'll put the administrator chair here, and this is just for the purposes of aesthetics. I'll put a couple more chairs there. I still have $24,000, and now I'm going to put some tables in here. And when our prisoners arrive, they're going to come into this room to get acquainted with our prison. And you'll see how that goes down when they get here. That's plenty. In fact, that's better. I like that better. So while we're building that, I'm going to come over here, and we're going to build our electric and our water facilities. Now I'm going to come down here on the bottom, and third from the right is quick build. So I click on that, and if I want to do this the easy way, they have a pre-built utility room. So I can click on that, and there's my utility room. I am going to change out that door, but I can click R on the keyboard for rotate, and that rotates it all the way around. Now, where do I want to put this? I'm going to put this, I want to have my hallways to be about 3 across. So there's 1, 2, there's 3. So I'm going to put this right here. Okay, so that's on the way. except that, well, I'm going to have to wait for that room to be built, I think, to swap out the doors. So they're going to run over there and they're going to take down the trees, and they'll lay the concrete and put up the walls and do everything that needs to be done. I'm going to click over here on CEO letter. I'll leave that up for a minute in case you want to read it. Can I move it to the side? Yes. So I'm going to move it all the way over here. I'll let you read it if that's what you want to do, and then I'm going to delete it. I've read that letter a million times. It always says the exact same thing. Right now, while you're reading the letter, I'm just waiting for these trees to be cut down. And I could build some electrical lines, but I'm going to wait until I have my electrical generator first. It just makes more sense to do it that way. Now, those logs that you see right here, they will eventually pick those logs up and they will take them down to my export area. Remember my export area that I built? This, I can click on this, it's a notebook page, and I click on it and it's got some stuff on there. If you want to really go through all of that, you can pause the video and check that out. And I'll show you what's, I guess there's nothing there. Oh, I see. Okay, there's the other pages, and then I can go over here and I can flip backwards. So you see what that is. I'll go back over here. And I'll show you. So I have two pages, right? Page 34 and page 76 of the notes. And it's just little things you can collect while you play the game. Come on, there you go. So we're on our way to the export area. I'm not going to go outside. It's not really that big a deal, but there it is. I just wanted to show it to you. We'll go back up here, see how we're doing on our room. And I am going to take the letter down. I'm going to delete it. They're on the left. So if you want to continue to read it, just pause the video. And that is out of there. I'll accept my first grant when I need the money. Right now I still have $18,000. So I'm good. And we have about 13.5 game hours before our prisoners start to show up. So they're working away. The power station is not there yet. It's still queued. They are putting in our capacitors, which will allow for a higher capacity with the power station. Not much to do right now. We're just waiting for everything to finish. Here I can go inside there and that'll make the fog of war go away. See, this room's not even complete. I'm still standing on dirt. Is that my door? Yep. So I'm going to dismantle my door. And when I dismantle that door, I'm going to put in a more secure door. Because I don't like that one. There's my room. And I'm going to click on objects, and I'm going to use the staff door because I don't want the prisoners going in and out of here. There we go. It's only $100. Yeah, it's just my personal preference. Alright, I'm going to go to utilities. I'll let him finish up there. Hurry up. And he'll take that box out of there. So I'll go to utilities and I'm going to click on electrical cable. And I'm going to bring my wires down all the way down here. And they'll put my wires in. And I'm also going to put a power switch in case I need to kill the power. I'll hit the R button to rotate it so it's more realistic. So it'll go up against that wall right beside the door. I'm also going to put a pipe valve right here. And just so I don't forget later on, I'll put a main pipe right underneath it. So I haven't put water in my prison yet, but I do have a water pump, because the water's coming. Alright, so we're going to wait on our electrical. I guess we're waiting for supplies to be delivered so they can put in the electrical. I thought we already had some. I thought we had 20 wires. There we go. They're going to put it in right now. I want to go in the other room and show you guys what this looks like as I install it. So we got 10.5 hours, and I need to build some exterior walls around my prison pretty soon, or we're going to have some major problems with escapes. So the lights work in this room, and soon they'll work in the reception area. And the prisoners are going to be limited to the reception area until I get the other rooms built. They're not going to be happy I don't have a kitchen yet, or showers, or even a toilet. So I'm going to need to hustle. Let's see if this room is finished. I think it is. And this room is done. They still have some construction equipment. They'll pick that up and get that out of there eventually. Okay. What room do I want to build now? I need to build my kitchen and my canteen. They are pretty important. So I'm going to do a canteen first, and I think that'll be a 10 by 10 room. So there's 10 by 10. Then I need to build one more wall on this side. And I'm going to put a regular door there. Remember the door I took apart? That's the door I'm going to put to get into the what will eventually be the canteen, which is the the eating area. So I need to secure my prison ASAP. So I'm going to build a wall. Normally I want 3 meters in my hallways. Actually, I can do that. Here. Yeah, that'll work. And I'll just take it up, and that'll secure the prison, so when you get here, I don't have to worry about escapes as much. So let's go in here and see how they're doing. It's dark in here. We don't have electricity yet in this room. So we'll go to utilities, and I will click on electrical cable, and we'll just run this pipe right down the middle. And in the minor lines, you can see how that works in the game. So I don't have to have wires all over the place, and it costs money, so you don't want to spend money you don't need to. My prisoners will be here, my 2 little prisoners will be here in 7.5 hours. I don't know how long I'm going to make this video. I should probably cut it off at about 30 minutes. So right now it is 3:31 p.m. Central Time. I believe today is Tuesday the 24th, it's not the 23rd. Today is Tuesday, July 24th, 2018, 3:31 p.m. Central Time. So I'll play this until about 4 o'clock, and then I will stop. And I may make a continuation video, but I don't want to make 2 or 3 hour videos. You guys aren't, you got better things to do than stare at a computer screen for that much time at once. Okay, so let's declare this a room. So we'll click on rooms, and this is going to be the canteen if I can find it. Come on. Okay, and that needs a serving table and a table and a bench. So we'll click on Objects, and we'll go over here to Serving Table. And you want to make sure it's facing the right way, and it is. I don't want it facing that way. You see where those lines are at the top? That's where the trays go, you know, when you get your food. So I want those to be accessible. The kitchen is going to be just to the left, so that's a good place for that, in my opinion. Now I need to put the tables down. I want to put a trash can in, and I know trash cans are available. Where are they? So I will go in here. Here it is, trash bin. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and we are going to rotate this. I want it facing the right way. And there's a trash bin. I'll make a little area so it's not right next to the food. That's kind of gross. All right, back to the table. So put a table there. I'm going to rotate it. That maybe wasn't such a smart idea. Okay. You can overthink it. So I'm going to have a bench there in between, and then I'll have another bench. I'll show you what I mean here. It's just easier if I show it to you. So there's a bench on one side of the table and a bench on the other. Now you don't have to have two benches in a row, but if you want more people in here, you need to put separate benches for everything. I hope that makes sense. I like to have a little bit of space there. There we go. So this is a really small canteen, but that's okay. Okay, I need to build my warden an office, but I have more important things to do at the moment. So now, let me click on quick build and just see what's in there. Okay, so there is a kitchen in there. Let me take a look at it. I don't like that kitchen. I just don't like it. So there's also a quick build canteen. Let's see what we missed out on. That. Basically, the only difference there is they have an extra serving table. That doesn't do much for me. I like the one I made. You can go either way on that. It really doesn't matter. What's the error? Okay, there's nothing assigned. Did you see that? There are no kitchens capable of sending food for this canteen. Well, there's going to be here in just a second. Okay. So I want to make sure everything's lined up correctly. And this doesn't need to be as big, but I guess I'll make this a 10 by 10. So I go, remember, it's 10 by 10 plus I need the wall, so I add on that extra meter to account for the wall. And now I need to bulldoze. Do I have time? Yeah. I need to bulldoze this area, and I need to build this wall out. I gotta keep my people in the prison. I also need to remember to keep a hallway up here, so it's time for me to make a space. So I have access to this area. Okay, so my little warden here is going to walk into the next room to supervise the construction. Got a couple of trees to take down, unfortunately, but we can't have trees in the middle of the room. So here in this area, they're just securing it so nobody can run out of here for freedom. That won't make me look good. It'll get me in a lot of trouble. It'll cost me money too. So my two prisoners are going to arrive in about 90 game minutes. Oh, I need to build a door to get in this room, and that's going to be a staff door. Let me get rid of some of this garbage. There's a staff door, and I need to put a staff door right here as well, so they can take the food in there without going through the hallway. Lots to do, and my prisoners will be here in an hour. Now I need to wire it for electricity. And we'll just run it. We're just gonna run it right down the hall. Or right down the room, I mean. Now I can start bringing in my there's my bin. I want to make sure the wheels are facing the right way on it. Put that right there. And I need a stove. Maybe it's an oven. So this is a search. Whoops. I can search for things in here. I know they're in here. Okay, fine. We'll build the sink first. We're gonna have 2 sinks, and they are gonna require water. So I'll bring my my water pipes down here shortly. It's not a stove. It's not an oven. It's a cooker. Okay. So I will put a couple of cookers over here, and you want to make sure everything is facing the right way. Here's a refrigerator, and that's a little tricky, but that's the back. So now the back is on the left. So you got to be careful with that. So I have a couple of refrigerators, and now I'm going to put, not a bench, I'm going to put a table in here. And I'll move the table out from the wall a little bit so they can get to both sides of it conveniently. Sure, that'll work. There's a little bit of overkill there, but that's okay. Why is the door not closing? There's nothing there, is there? Go over there and check that out. Oh, it's a piece of trash. It's a trash bag. They'll get that eventually. I got all kinds of garbage around my prison. So I have my 2 prisoners here. Let's see how that's working out. And I have 8 more coming the next day. Are my prisoners in here? Any prisoners? Oh, you know what? I don't have guards. Those prisoners may have ran off. We better check this out quickly. Oh, they're here. That's a miracle. So let me get a couple of guards here before those prisoners run off. Can you 2 guys take care of those 2 ladies right there? Thank you. Okay, so I got a couple of prisoners. They're on the move. That's a miracle they didn't run off. I guess they don't want that charge against them. That would have made me look very, very bad. There's my refrigerator. There's another one. There's the cooker. So they'll get these ladies in here, and they're going to be searched, and they'll get uniforms here in a couple of minutes. Say they're, hey, stop! They're being searched. So there's Trickster. Trickster got 4 years for pickpocketing. Wow, that's a hell of a sentence. And here is Cadence Bailey. She got 3 years for criminal damage or criminal vandalism. They're not properly dressed, so because they're in transition. Did you see their uniforms? They're their uniforms. They'll be wearing those very soon. But we'll get out of here, and we'll let the guards finish up. That didn't sound good, did it? Let me get this out of here. Now, before I click on this, here their minimum security. Now I can change them as I see fit. There's no rule here. You can do whatever you want. And I have a lot of options in here. Let me just run you through this real quick. So there's their reputation. We don't know their reputation yet. We have to do some research to figure that out. Here's their experience. They've been in my prison for 3 hours. And here's the grading system. I don't click on this. This is automatic. There is a 2% chance that Cadence Bailey is going to reoffend. So I actually have a 98% chance of rehabilitating her. That's great. All right, I need to get some pipes in here. So I'm gonna go for a little walk. Now you don't have to play in this mode. This is the Warden mode, but I prefer it. It has a challenge and I think I'm up to it. I didn't do that right. That's okay. What that means with the jail door down there is that they want to be in their own cell. And they're just going to have to be patient. Okay, I'm going to click on Utilities. And that was a hell of a waste of time, wasn't it? That was really dumb. That's okay. Okay, let's finish our electrical. And that's it. And then we'll run this electrical for aesthetic purposes. And I'll put it over there just for the heck of it. There we go. Now I want to do my pipes. Now I only need pipes right here, but I'm going to run it all the way down just so it looks a little better. And these are the major pipes. So you have two size pipes, as you can see. And then I will run this pipe all the way down. That just allows more water pressure. It's a good thing. So we'll finish that up, and I need to build more things for my prison. I hope you're enjoying this. I have no idea if you are or not. It's my very first video. I've been wanting to get into this for a couple of years, really. This has been my little fantasy, and I finally spent the money I needed to get some more modern equipment. And then I went through some trial and error trying to figure out how to record. I had to watch some videos because I'm way behind the curve on all of this technology. I'm really not used to kind of talking to myself. This is really kind of strange for me. So I'm a little uncomfortable, but there's nobody in here. It's just me. I will eventually do this with a webcam, and I have a surprise for you too. But I don't want to get into that right now. It won't be in this video. But I have kind of a larger plan for all of this. My little warden here can unlock doors. Now the security guards will do that as well, but I like to push that process along when I can. Let me see what this little, there are no prisoners assigned for this canteen because I don't have a holding room. They're not going to assign them to eat there from the reception area. Let me just check on those prisoners. And I have more coming in 15 or 16 hours. Where are they? Okay, they're over there in the corner, hanging out. They're jibber-jabbering. You see the talk bubbles. So my next room is going to be a holding cell. And the holding cell will assign them. Okay, and they're still The pipes are still being installed. I want to see something. Can I click on this and... No, I cannot. Okay. I thought maybe I could click on the reception room and click on the canteen and assign the reception room, but yeah, it's not going to work like that. Those pipes, I think they need to be delivered, so it's going to take a few extra minutes for them to get here. Okay, I need to build a holding cell. I need to quit screwing around. Now my holding cells are a minimum holding cell, minimum of 5 by 5. I'm going to do 10 by 10. I like 10 by 10. I'll do another brick room, and so it's going to be, there's 10 by 10. Then I'm going to come over one more. And I need to put a large door on it. And I need to build more walls. So I have $7,000 left. I'm going to have to get a grant here pretty soon. There's 1, 2, 3 meters, approximately 9 feet, approximately 3 yards. And when all of that's done, then I'll bust that wall down right there so they can get to this area. And I also need to make my prison a little more secure. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, right now I'm actually outside. That's dirt and some shrubbery right there. And I'm okay with that. There's no need for concrete there. I can maybe lay it there later on in the game and maybe put a roof over it too. We'll just see how it goes. I think it's good for him to be outside, even if it's just a long outdoor hallway. So I want to make my prison more secure, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to pull a large prison door. I'm going to rotate it, and I'm going to put it right here. And then, since the door doesn't go all the way down, I'm going to click on this brick wall and put it right there. And that creates 2 doors to escape, except when they're in the reception room. But the only time they're going to be in the reception room is when they first come into the prison. What I'll probably have down here below is a visitation area. So we'll get all that done here eventually. See how this is going over here. With the fog of war, it's going to be hard to see what's happening in there. I have 12 hours. I'm going to go ahead and should I tear this wall down? Let me see where my prisoners are. Are they keeping them in the reception room? Because the prisoners have free time right now, but the prison's not very secure. No, they're still going to keep them in there. So, I am going to chance it. I'm going to have them tear this wall down. Bulldoze that area there. And they'll eventually get to it. And in the meantime, I want to make my way into that room. See, if this area was already up, I'd be less concerned about it. But I don't think even when they're in their free time, I don't think they're going to let them out of that reception room until I get them in a holding cell, which I'm sure they're not happy about. Okay. Where's my other guard? Where's my other security guard? Let me make sure he's still... Oh, there he is. He's right there. No, that's somebody else. Staff. He's on a break. Well, I don't know where he's taking a break at. But, again, I have a fog of war, so he could be just tucked away in a room somewhere, and I just can't see him. Is he in here maybe? Well, he's hiding, that's for sure. Okay, let's put some electricity in this room. What this is saying is that they cannot, the people that want to deliver the lights, for some reason they cannot deliver it. They'll sort that out here in a few minutes. There it is, they already sorted it out. We still don't have electricity in there though. And I do want the wires to go down one more. I might as well put it right here too. Okay, so let's declare this a room. And this is going to be the holding cell, not to be confused with the dormitory or the cell. See, that's 10 by 8. I'm not making 8 by. See, I messed up. Because you have to remember when you build your walls to account for those extra 2 meters. That's okay. It's not a big disaster. So we'll have power in here in a moment. And I need to get a toilet and a bench in here. I'm going to get some other stuff in here too. Why don't I have electricity yet? That's weird. The lights are there. And the wires are there. Let's do an experiment. It's really weird. Let's see if that makes a difference. That room should be lit up, I think. Okay, let me get a toilet in here. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. So I'm going to put a toilet right here, but I'm going to make it semi-private. I'm not going to put a door here because I don't think it's a good idea to give them that much privacy, especially when they would be in a secure room along an exterior wall. They could potentially try to escape with the door closed. So now I need a bench. Bench. There's a bench. We'll put a couple benches in there. And I'm going to put bunk beds in here. And you don't have to, but I'm going to do it. And I'm going to have the pillows against the walls. So that's 2 beds per bunk. So that's 2, 4, 6. That's 6 people. I suppose I can do that. 8, 10, and 12. 14, 16, and 18. And do I want to take it to that level? Or do I want to put, I'll tell you what, I really want to put a phone in here. And I just want to have some recreational equipment in here for them to keep them relaxed. Is there a weight bench? I know there is. There it is. There's a weight bench. Oh, that's kind of nasty. We'll do a weight bench. And do I want to do a pool table for a TV? I can do a TV, I suppose. TV. Yeah, this is just a holding room. I really don't want to get too elaborate. Let me let these people out. I think we're fine just like that. Because I'm down to $1,000. I'll hold the door open for them. There we go. Why do I not have electricity in here? I need to figure that out. Oh, moron. That's why. You make mistakes, you figure them out, and you fix them. And let's go ahead and do our pipes. I'm sure they'd like to be able to use the bathroom in here. So there's a small pipe, and I can probably extend the small pipe further, but I'm going to do it like that just because I want to. It's almost 4 o'clock right now. I'm going to keep going, maybe for another 30 minutes. So here come the prisoners. 2 prisoners and 8 prisoners are going to follow them in 4.5 hours. So they're taking them to a room that doesn't even have electricity yet, but that's really my fault. We'll have electricity in a moment. And there's a bench for them. They'll appreciate that. I'm going to get him out of here so he's not in here with the prisoner. Although they are going to have to do construction with prisoners in there from time to time. I do need to get these construction stacks out of there, though. That prisoners can grab those and use them as weapons. That's not a good thing. So come on in here into the dark room. Still not a cell, but these are better accommodations than the holding area. And I need to hire cooks. Now. Let me hire a couple of cooks. Why is it blocked? Okay, now I'm out of money. So, I need a grant. So they're going to go over here, I guess, and get some food. But they still don't have anybody assigned. I don't know where my guards are. They better get on the ball. Well, he's on break and he's transporting a prisoner. Okay. Come on. Hurry up. You coming in? What are you doing? They don't know what they're doing. Need these beds, please. Okay, let's click the grant. I'm going to do the cheap grants first, so I will do a basic. Well, I'm going to do the basic detention center first. That's not the cheapest one, but it just makes sense to do that one. So with that grant, I'll show you over here. I already got 20,000. You see the 20,000, okay? And then when I complete this, I'm going to get an extra 10,000. I've already built the holding cell. I built the canteen. I have the 2 guards and I have the 2 cooks. I need to build a shower, and I built a kitchen, but I never declared it a kitchen. Come on, Fred. You can do better than that. So I will declare this a kitchen. Shame on me, because they've probably been screaming at me to do that. So there, now they can eat. Okay, so the kitchen is built. Now I need to build a shower and an outdoor yard. I'm distracted because I'm having to talk as I play the game. It's just one extra thing I have to do. My other 8 prisoners will be here in an hour, about 45 minutes. There's my food. There's my phone. So we're getting there. I would help, but it won't let me. So there's my weight bench. So right now I have 2 guards and 8 employees, 8 workers, me, and 2 cooks. And with 8 prisoners coming and 2 already on board, that's going to give me 10. So I think I will hire 1 more guard just for safety purposes. I think that's a good idea. And it's raining, and right now I'm outside, so I'm getting wet. And you can hear pipes being laid. This room has electricity now. Still has that construction stuff in there though. Thank you. I may have to search them to make sure they didn't grab anything. That weight bench really isn't in the best spot, but it's okay. And I want to check on that toilet and make sure I did everything properly. I did put a pipe there, didn't I? Yes. There it goes. Okay. So now they have a toilet. Alright. I need to build, and she's going to use the toilet. That's Bailey. So I'm going to build a shower for these women. 10 by 10, I suppose. It really doesn't need to be 10 by 10. But we'll keep it consistent. It's not 10 by 10 though. Remember we talked about that before. This is just going to have a regular door. I'll limit my options here. And it's going to go... I can't put the door there until that tree is removed. I could put the door here, but I don't want to. And I do need to build a wall. And this will eventually be the shower, and I will remember to make it a shower room as soon as possible. You can see the floor on there, it's already filthy dirty. And I need to build a hallway. Shame on me. Leading up. I need to remember to do that. Here. 1, 2, 3. That's important. So it's 9 degrees Celsius. So it's chilly outside. Even with the fog of war, you see my walls going up. I need to get over there and supervise it. And I currently have 10 prisoners. So on the way over there, we'll stop by the reception room. And I think when they all get situated, I'm going to search everybody. So there's a handful of them. And there's a few more over here. You see, I can't grab them. I wish I could and help along. So there's Mosey over here. Getting soaking wet, she needs an umbrella. And he's tired. disappeared behind the fog of war. There he is. Yeah, he's exhausted. He needs a break. No rest for the weary in this prison, huh? We have a lot of work to do. This prison, we don't even have a, what is it, a basic detention center? This is not even a basic detention center yet. Okay, now I can put my door in, and this is a shower, so just a regular door will work. I really don't even need a door, but we'll have it on there. I can lock it if I need to, but if there's a riot, they can get through that type of door pretty easily. So he's exhausted, so he's going to rest right there on the spot. I'll eventually have a break room for him. That's coming. It's all in the works. And is it a room now? It is. Okay, so let's make this the shower room. 10 by 8. And we'll get some shower heads in there, but first let's get some lights in there. I sure don't want a dark shower room. That's not a good idea. So right down the center of the room, I'm going to build, how do I want to do this? There's a couple different things you can do. I don't think I need a wall there. Objects, shower head. So I will type in shower, and there's my shower head. And again, it's very, very important. Make sure these shower heads face the right way. And I'm going to skip. I'm going to put it at every other one, and I'll show you why in a minute. It's a little off balance, but that's life. I will give them semi-privacy. Not a lot of privacy, because we need to be able to look in there and see what's going on. I guess that's a deluxe shower room there. Fancy. In prison, you take what you can get, right? Now, these shower areas are going to be out in the open. Lots of areas to shower. Put some more walls up. Now it's not completely private for sure, but it'll work. Quite sure what I did here. Oh, that's because of, okay, I figured it out. Why are they saying I can't put them in there? My route's not blocked. They'll figure that out. Oh, that route is blocked because your moderator is not paying attention. Sorry about that. That's a lot of wasted space, isn't it? My electricity. Okay, I want to slow down the flow of prisoners coming in because 10 a day is not going to work. Take it down to about 5 a day. How's that? Now, I still got 10 coming because they're already on the bus and on the way. That kind of sucks. But that's okay. I'll manage. Okay, I really need you guys to bust that wall down. I wish I could do it. Yeah, I'm trapped in here too. That's interesting. No, they'll get to it eventually. How stupid. And he disappeared. Where'd he go? Why don't you go over there and break that wall down, dude? How about that? Yeah, in the meantime, I can put my pipes down. Come on, you guys. Help me out. That's everything that they're doing. I'm here in trouble. Construct, bulldoze, in progress. So somebody's assigned to that. They just need to hurry up and do it. So you really got to be careful what you do and how you play this. And I'm stuck. Well, I'll tell you what, I am going to wrap up this part of it. It's 4:15, and when I turn the game back on, when I start recording again, we'll have sorted this out. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you soon.